everyone, I'm Qaanita, Orrie, beauty blogger. Today I'm going to show you guys how I usually do my eyebrows, which I get lots of questions about. So I'm going to show you how I get a bold brow look, and something that I always go to, and it just goes with all my makeup, nothing too crazy. I'm just going to be using probably like 4 products, so let's get started. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take a spoolie and then just brush my eyebrows into place. So why I do this is that I can see my actual shape of my brows, so I can know where to start with my pencil or shadow or whatever you're going to use. So you just get like the overall shape, and then you can decide whether you want to create something bold or you want something narrow. The product that I'm going to be using to fill my brows in and to shape my brows today is the Smashbox Brow Tech Matte Pencil, and it's in the shade Brunette. So I always like to start at the bottom of my brows. So I'm just going to show you where I'm going to start. So you can actually see the natural hairs, the natural shape of my brow starts right here, and most times it's in line with your nose here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw a small, like a very light line just underneath my brow. And you can already see the difference between that side and this side. That's already creating a shape, and just to show where you want to stop with your brow so you don't go too low into your eyelid. Okay, so I've drawn my first line just underneath my brow, and that's where I want my brow to have a base. And then what I do from there is, instead of filling the entire brow in, I just do little hair-like strokes just going up so that it doesn't look too dark. What I like to do with my brow also is go from light to dark at the tail is usually the darkest, and then just right in the center is always the lightest. So have a very light hand when you do this, try not to be too harsh. So also hold your pencil at the bottom a little bit lower, don't like kind of lean and do that, because that's when you go a little bit too dark. So I'm really happy with how my brow looks. Now I'm going to use some concealer just to clean it up a little bit, make it look a lot more sharper and just to stand out. For concealer, I'm going to use the Yardley HD concealer, and this is in the shade Light. I really like this because it's also in a pencil form. I feel like my life is in pencils because it's just so much easier, and it's like a crayon, so you can see like how smooth the texture is, and it's also nice because it blends really well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw a very light line underneath my brow. Okay, so now I've drawn a line at the very top, and I'm just going to do very lightly again, and you can see where I'm holding the pencil. So I'm just letting the pencil do all the work, and then just heading to the very tail, not too much product, and just like that. Then I'm going to go in with just a flat concealer brush, and this you are just going to use to kind of smudge the concealer in, so almost blend that in. And you're not going to blend toward your brow, you're going to hold your brush here and blend away. So very small brush strokes, blend up and away from the brow. Okay, and then always go back in with your spoolie and just brush the hairs up and see where you are at. So just go over that concealer bit and kind of just tap it in, and the natural warmth of your fingers is just going to melt that concealer and just make it look a lot more natural, and kind of take any like brush strokes away that you may have left behind by your concealer brush. So this is the Essence Lash and Brow Mascara. So it's literally just a clear brow gel. So this is one of the most important steps in my brow routine. I have to have a brow gel because I kind of like that bushy look. Just going to scoop a little bit of the gel off because you don't want too much gel in your brows. And just like you would use it to brush your hairs up. Okay, because you're adding gel, it's going to feel a little wet, but it does dry. And also, I like it because it's clear. And then to finish off my brows, I'm going to use the Yardley HD highlighter. I like to add a little sparkle just underneath the arch of my brow. And this is just going to add a little bit of extra height to the arch. It's kind of like built-in Botox. Okay, so this side is done. Fleet, not fleet, yes. This is what we want, you guys. So I'm going to do the exact same thing I did on the left side. I'm going to do to the right. And hopefully I'll be ready to go. Okay guys, so that's it for my brow routine. I don't use a lot of product. I prefer using a pencil as well, but this is just what I do on a daily basis. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video.